Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Lukman Nulhakim, and I'm from Simeo Kitab in Science, Bandung, Indonesia. Now, I'd like to present our research entitled Applying STEM Concepts to Make a Blind Stick Through Engineering Design Process. Okay. So, as we know that nowadays STEM has gained their popularities in educations. STEM called as an innovations or a reform in education. So SIKIS, as one of the government institutions, has been developing STEM learning, where engineering design process is the main characteristics of STEM learning. In Indonesia, STEM is not part of the curriculum, so we are trying to find a way how to integrate this STEM learning into our national curriculum. We did it since we developed it since 2008. 2018. Based on our literatures, that engineering design process is why we take it as a main characteristic, because it can facilitate students to apply knowledge that can be used to solve contextual problems. Of course, it's not only characteristic, but it's a main characteristic. In our research, this is our focus. So as we develop the STEM learning, we try to we conducted regular training annually to the teachers and education personnel. After that, the teachers implement the course results. Then the result is the implementations of the STEM learning. As we conduct research in 2019, we have a result that the STEM learning has a significant impact on improving the quality of learning in the classroom. Students can make products such as smart watering system, but however, the descriptions of how students apply their prior knowledge to make their products is insufficient. That is why in this research, our research problem is how grade 12 students apply their STEM concepts to make a blind stick to engineering design process. The methodology itself, we use qualitative research, where the case study is our method. The participants are a teacher, a science teacher, and 30 students of senior high schools. And we analyze the documents such as the lesson plan, worksheets, and also we did observations, the class observations, and also after that we record it, then we analyze the learning video, and to get the more informations and deep informations, we did interviews. We interview a teacher and the students. This is the engineering activities. The teacher created a blind stick engineering activity that requires students to design and build a blind stick to help blind people to walk. And then students had access to resources such as personal computer, stick, electric circuit components, and Arduino kits. On the left side, there is the pictures of the engineering design process. The teacher used engineering design process by Annie Jolie, from divine problem to the communicate. So for the results, there were 3 meetings of the learning lessons. The first meeting, there were 3 different level projects. First is blind LED, flip-flop, and traffic light. These activities, or these simple projects, increasing in the level of sophistications. Blink LED is the easiest, the traffic light is the hardest. On the blind blink LED, the students light up an LED easily because it's fully guided. For the flip-flop, the students added missing sources code to light up red and yellow light alternately. Most students succeed, but 2 groups failed because of misplaced LED lamps and wrong source code. For the traffic light, there were no source codes. students wrote the source code from the beginning. And students able to write source code from the beginning, and then students succeed to make a traffic light. These activities give students chance to apply the concepts and learn new knowledge at the same time. But unfortunately, students forgot the science concepts. Teacher helped them to to understand the concept, and students able to write source code uh, from this project. For the second meeting, the teacher had the same strategies. The three different level projects, from the easiest to the hardest, turning on the buzzer, connecting distance sensors, and then finding out maximum distance sensors. And the first project, students turn on buzzers easily. The second one, the students failed to apply sound wave concepts. Then teacher reviewed the concepts. But the students able to type the source code. And for the third project, the students failed to apply sound wave concepts. Then teacher reviewed the concept. But the students able to type source codes, and after that, students succeeded. Based on these projects, these activities give students chance to apply the sound wave concepts and learn new knowledge at the same time. But unfortunately, same with the first meeting, students forgot the concept. In this case, is the sound wave. It is contributed to the failure to help the students. Teacher review the concept, and students able to write the source code and finish the projects by the teacher's guidance. And then for the third meeting, it conducted as follow. So there were three main things: design, create, and test. In the design process, the students sketch individually the blind stick, and after that and then choose the best design. After they have the best design, the students created the blind stick based on their design, and after that present to the classroom. While the test, the students combine the buzzer and LED, and some students use only buzzer only, and the other students use simple ringtone as the indicator of the blind stick. Based on this third meeting, the students fostered to apply all concepts, and that the design consisted of blind stick sketch and Arduino program. The whole group worked independently as they designed, created, and tested. The teacher guidance was minimal, and finally the students can finish the project, which is a blind stick. So discussions. Based on the results, the teacher used scaffolding technique and optimizing engineering design process, especially research step. So this treatment appeared to have contributed to students' improved applications of content knowledge, so that the students can apply the knowledge. And through these combinations, scaffolding, and also engineering design process, students succeed to make a blind stick. At this point, the understanding and applications of prior knowledge is an important key to help students to solve the problem successfully. However, results demonstrated that students have different attempts to finish the projects. Some students have more attempts than others. Perhaps it is because the students forgot the concept, or the teacher's assumptions of students' understanding in science concepts contributed to inefficient. In conclusions, the use of engineering design process, especially a research step, gives students opportunities to apply the STEM concepts. They use simple projects which allow students to recall and to apply the STEM concepts at the same time. Providing very simple projects were teachers' way to scaffold the applications of STEM. Through the combinations of optimizing engineering design process and scaffolding technique, students were able to apply STEM concepts in designing and creating. That's all. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much, Dr. Lukman Nulhakim, for wonderful delivery of your paper. The title was Applying STEM Concept to Make a Blind Stick Through Engineering Design Process. Thank you so much.